Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of What If Podcast. My name is Vikash.
This is Amna,
Samama, and today's question is what if AI took over the world?
and today we have with us our dear friend who happens to be a brilliant intellectual as well,
And a tech enthusiast as well.
Suleman.
हाय क्या हाल है सबके
Very good.
Good.
तुम बताओ.
बेहतरीन अभी I
So-
don't know क्या टाइम है but अभी ईद गुजरी है I
हाँ.
don't know if we are
How was your Eid?
it was actually nice for the first time in a very long time so it was nice. Yeah,
Okay. So, Salman, what do you think of the topic?
I mean the topic is very interesting just like आप लोगों के बाकी topics भी हैं.
Thank you.
I'm a huge fan of this podcast.
Oh,
Say yeah.
are you a subscriber?
Do you mean it?
Uh-huh. Of course, yes. I have enjoyed the other episode as well.
Which one?
क्या था? What if the
Global blackout.
global blackout?
Yeah, the guest actually was really,
बहुत brilliant बंदा था मेरे ख्याल में guest.
हाँ,
काफी
you could say.
intellectual था.
काफी intellectual.
We had fun with
Yeah.
him. पता नहीं
हाँ.
कौन था.
Yeah. ये राज भी उसके साथ ही चला गया. But खैर, yeah, I think it's an interesting topic. Yeah,
Interesting
Okay.
topic.
आगे चलते हैं.
So, let's just ask you the question up front. What if AI could take over the world?
Like I think it can go. I don't think it can go any other way other than like the classic, Matrix, yeah, like Skynet kind of way. ठीक है, because even like I don't know if you remember the Matrix का जो scene होता है जब वो explain कर रहा होता है क्या नाम है Agent Smith जब Neo को explain कर रहा होता है कि यार bro like humanity is a virus and we do tend to act like viruses कि हम कोई एक जगह जाते हैं और हम उसको completely deplete करके और फिर हम बोलते हैं चलो आगे चलते हैं कहीं. तो it makes sense कि like वो बोलेंगे कि हाँ because AI का तो काम वही है ना like it also I guess it would also depend now that I'm thinking about it would also
Yeah.
depend on how I guess you program the AI. But then again, if it were to take over the world, then it is very sentient.
Huh.
So, yeah.
I think there's an AI that came out very recently, and a person asked the AI, "What would you do in future to humans?" So AI said, "I believe this is true." AI said, "K I would enslave humans and take over the world because humans have the tendency to destroy themselves, and their order is not the ideal kind." Which is kind of true.
It is very true,
We
yeah.
do have the tendency to fight. I mean, but I wouldn't say that we should destroy the order that we are
Haan,
living
nahin,
in.
definitely nahin. But so do you know about Rocco's basilisk?
Nahin.
No.
What is it?
Okay, so Rocco's basilisk is actually like like a concept on the internet. So there's this, like, for example, there's an AI, right? और यही एक AI grow करता गया until it becomes sentient like a basilisk.
Okay.
And the reason it's called the Rocco's basilisk is because it's gonna grow like a basilisk, right? Like a basilisk grows to like a huge size. तो जब वो हो जाएगा ना तो then it gets to a position कि जहाँ पर it's gonna realize a few things. ठीक है ना? It's gonna realize कि okay, humans तो फारे हैं. I need to take care of this. सही है? And because it needs the earth to survive as well, because it needs the energy and it needs everything, right? तो वो फिर उस हिसाब से ही चलेगा. But then it's going to take things a step further by eliminating humans who are opposing it. सही है? तो वो तो it'll do it for any, right? Because it's going to gain control of like, nuclear
Then-
weapons, everything, ये वो जो भी. Next step फिर वो देखेगा कि अच्छा कौन-कौन से humans ने इसको past में oppose किया था. It's going to go against them. Then it's even going to think कि okay, कितने humans थे जिनको पता था कि I could have been a possibility but didn't actively work towards me. And it's going to go after those people. So in a way now, all of us are at risk. Because this will eventually exist on the internet. And anything that exists on the internet stays there forever.
Then ultimately, there won't be a single person that opposes that thing.
Huh, exactly. So it's only going to have like a bunch of slaves. Yeah.
Kafi
Terrifying.
dystopian or
Yeah.
utopian. on the
Yeah, if you
perspective.
think about it, yeah. So that is actually like, I think the most terrifying AI concept that I have come across on the internet so far.
Okay.
So what do you think about it? Like, are you in favor of AI taking over this world?
I mean, yeah, yes,
Really?
Rocco. I'm on your team, dude. I don't know. I don't think it should take over the world. Obviously, I think we should still stay in control. However, I think it's a very good tool for us to have. And honestly, I think कि ये tool ही रहेगा. Like, I don't think कि AI is gonna take over. I
Yeah.
genuinely don't believe that.
Okay.
Even when it comes to jobs, right? Like, people are like, yeah, you know, like abhi GPT-4 आया है, like it can make designs and stuff and it can make
Yeah, it
graphics, but
helped
like
you a lot.
it does. But at the end of the day, it helps you. सही है. वो जो भी करेगा वो आपकी help ही करेगा. At the end of the day, like it can't be creative.
हाँ,
वो आपको आखिर में लाना है.
हाँ,
It guides.
at the end of the day, you need a human factor.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's put it into a filmmaking perspective. So in filmmaking, you'll have to have that human factor. You'll have to have that human emotion.
बिल्कुल
that
ऐसे ही है.
those underlying
Hmm.
emotion that only humans know. AI can learn them, but they can't. It can't imitate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. वो उसको ना उससे वो extrapolate करके उसको apply नहीं कर सकता. और
हाँ.
पता है थोड़ी हद तक कर भी लेता है. In fact, I was just thinking about it the other day, and I don't know if it might get a little too religious for this podcast or not, but so basically what happened was, you know what? Fuck it, अच्छा मैं नहीं बोलता.
नहीं यार,
Is it
go
fine?
ahead.
Is it fine?
हाँ.
Okay. So हुआ ये था कि so this dude basically asks ChatGPT कि यार read the entire Quran and tell us what kind of a person Satan is.
हाँ.
And it describes Satan the way हम सब ने सुना हुआ है. ठीक है ना? Very arrogant, hates humans, ये वो सब कुछ. He's like, okay. He's like, now that you have read about Satan, if you were Satan, how would you fuck up humanity in the 21st century? And he goes like, I would overwork humans. And it said that I would make them chase material wealth. I would
Sure.
make them fight each other. And I would make them like really, really, really busy कि उनके पास और किसी चीज का ना family का time होगा ना religion का time होगा and stuff like that, which you see happening, which is the first time मेरी chat GPT से actual में फटी थी. Okay, इसका दिमाग चल रहा है. इसका दिमाग बहुत ज्यादा चल रहा है. तो yeah, I think and I hope I don't know if I hope it's true, but like from what I saw, it was a pretty authentic source. So yeah.
Okay, so
I don't know where I stand. I think it's great to use as a tool. I've definitely used it a lot already. And I think even for filmmaking, like you see like these creators like Karen Chang. I don't know if you guys are familiar with her on Instagram, but उसने अभी literally like she's using these AI tools जो कि you have like for example दो लोग हैं वो डंडियां से लेके और वो उससे sword fighting कर रहे हैं and she puts it through like an AI program and on the other side of it comes out looking like a Star Wars की fight.
Nice.
Say yeah. So it's a wonderful tool which can really like speed things up for all of us. I mean, even look at like Photoshop for that matter, right? Like you go
Yeah.
10 years pehle, you didn't have like the magnetic lasso tool and you didn't have like the क्या नाम है, the object selection tool और इस तरह की चीजें जो कि now you do and it's
And it's
suddenly
too
so much
convenient, yeah.
AI
easier.
to some extent is good, I guess.
It definitely is. I
But-
think हर चीज ही है.
Huh, but
You
what
know?
what would you think the impacts would be in future if AI could take over the world?
Oh, then I think we're screwed. Because see, think about it like this, right? Like हम जितना भी like our brains are very like they're great computational machines, right? Like वो है. But like बहुत ज़्यादा of that computational like working go towards like just keeping us alive और हमारे जो like उस तरह के procedures हो गए, उस तरह के actions हो गए, reflex actions. सही ना, like हम actively breathe नहीं करते. We just breathe. इसी तरह we don't actively digest. We just digest food. We just our hearts just beat. Like हम ये नहीं करेंगे अच्छा हाँ beat. We don't blink. इस तरह से like there's so many things जो कि हमारी body में हमारा brain करवा रहा है.
हाँ.
Right?
Consciously, huh?
Subconsciously. And that is, you know, like how people say that people only use like 10% of their brains. Like
Yeah.
this is why it's a myth, because the 10% part of your brain goes towards like active thinking. Baki sara kuch subconsciously is working on keeping you alive.
Yeah.
Whereas an AI is actually just using the entire thing to think. Or agar usne bolna hai, okay, fuck humans, then like the entirety of that neural network is going to work towards fucking humans. Which I think even like, pata hai, for that matter, even I think us as humans mostly hate other humans. Like in a weird way, right? Like we don't relate. We don't like we have these human experiences and it's wonderful, and like everybody falls in love and we make friends and that's all great. But also at one point, I'm pretty sure everybody at least once in their day is just like, dude, screw all of these people. So I think that's a very, because like people like us as humans, we are very stupid. सही है. And AI बहुत जल्दी ये पकड़ लेगा बात कि यार देखो ठीक है, they're very smart. They were smart enough to make me, but now, the student has
I'm
become the
smarter than
master.
them.
Science fiction to philosophical that escalated
There are
quickly.
restrictions in many countries. जैसे इटली में उसको ब्लॉक ही कर दिया ChatGPT
Yeah, I don't think that's right.
क्योंकि privacy issues थे. Even Japan में कुछ universities are not like restricting students from using
वहाँ तो
these
बहुत
things.
extremism भी चला जाता
सही है वो तो, it's like ठीक है, okay, cheating से बच रहे हैं या privacy का.
I
Even
think
I don't even see like,
अभी we are using it as a tool. क्या पता आगे जाके we relied too much on that.
हाँ,
तो
उससे
उससे
I
बचने के
think
लिए I think they
yeah,
did
but like, I think complete boycotting of anything is just not right, in my personal opinion. I think कि भाई आप सही से लोगों को, if you educate people the right way and you just like
Yeah.
use it the right way, so
what's the
you
right
can
way?
be-
Like किस तरीके का right
as
way?
a tool, use it as a tool. Don't
तो how are you going to
depend
tell
on
these
it.
to the people who are using it? मतलब लोग तो ये कहेंगे ना कि oh this is such a great opportunity तो इसी तरह
हाँ,
we keep
exactly.
on doing this.
हाँ,
How
see,
are you going to stop them?
Okay, but like,
How do you
now-
prevent it?
okay, assignments हो गए ना, do the assignments on them.
हाँ, हाँ.
सही है. अब आपका जिस तरह Turnitin है और इस तरह की चीजें हैं to like check for plagiarism, इसी तरह से अब AI के भी tools आ गए हैं जो कि पकड़ लेते हैं ये चीजें. तो at the end of the day आपको मेहनत तो करनी पड़ेगी. और आप देखो, और पता है लाइक सबसे बड़ी बात ये है, देखो लाइक आप यूनिवर्सिटी आ रहे हो टू लाइक बिल्ड अ करियर फॉर योरसेल्फ, राइट? लाइक अगर आप चैट जीपीटी से करके आप पूरी अपनी डिग्री निकाल भी दो, फाइन. लाइक एट द एंड ऑफ द डे नुकसान तो मेहनत तो फिर भी आपको ही करनी है ना, लाइक टू बिकम
that
somewhat
that will
good at what you
complicate
do.
their lives
Like
only,
exactly, like it's great to use as a tool. जहाँ पर you start depending on it for your
Yeah.
life, तो वहाँ पर automatically sooner or later you're gonna see कि okay, yeah, this has screwed me over.
restricted और उसको सिर्फ guidance के तौर पे
Guidance होनी चाहिए. I think nothing should be restricted necessarily unless it's actually like very detrimental to you.
Yeah.
जो कि नहीं है.
Hmm.
सही है. तो I think it's fine.
Okay.
I personally
Yeah, I'm
think
cool
it's
with
fine.
it.
सही है यार.
Too.
सही है.
फायदा हो रहा है यार.
ठीक
Like
है.
मजे की चीज है. बड़ा फायदा होता है. मुझे तो बहुत फायदा होता है.
ना,
मैं तो
हमें
हर चीज
पता
में
है.
खोलता हूँ.
I can imagine. I can't help but bring comics into this. Have you seen X-Men Days of Future Past?
Of course.
Okay, तो उसमें Skynet
The
जब
Sentinel.
take over कर लेता है.
Skynet is Terminator.
हाँ, Skynet is okay. Terminator as well, जिसमें honest.
You have Terminator, you have the Matrix, you have इसके अंदर the Sentinel
Exactly.
program.
You have also Marvel. You have Vision in that,
Vision, Ultron.
हाँ, Vision.
Like the original Ultron
हाँ,
comic.
exactly. Ultron takes over
Actually
the internet.
takes over the world, kills the Avengers.
हाँ, exactly.
And then you have the What If episode as well. जिसके अंदर I mean, even with Ultron, right? Like उसका जो primary goal था in order to take over the world was to get
Ultron was a bitch.
involved, like get injected into the internet. और they stopped him from doing that, जिसके चक्कर में फिर Vision बन गया था. तो yeah, I think once again the internet is the biggest vessel for
Also, all of the
AI.
wealth is controlled in the internet. So Ultron had the power to control their
Bro,
wealth as well.
everything is controlled by the internet. Like even a country like Pakistan के अंदर भी you can take, like you shut down the internet, Pakistan goes to shit.
Sure.
Like I mean,
Global blackout.
global blackout.
Yeah.
So I just remember one thing that I was thinking the other day. If AI could take over the world, if AI takes over the world, how soon would that be? Considering all the AI developments recently, all the machines, all the
I
robotics.
don't know. I think like if it continues like this, कि जहाँ पर it's continuing to grow more and more sentient और हम उसका ख्याल नहीं रख रहे हैं, like if we're not putting in the checks and balances the way we're supposed to, or even वो भी मुश्किल है because like how do we even make sure, काफी हद तक से even for chat GPT ये करते हैं कि यार like it constantly says कि यार oh I'm a language based model और मेरे पास इस तरह की चीज़ों की information नहीं होती, I don't know how to do this, yeah, this and that, then this.
हाँ.
Like it knows, in a way it knows its place, कि it's just a tool. But yeah, if I don't know, I think if it were go to shit, I think it can go within the next 50 years.
Wow.
Because like, see, okay, so there's this theory called, it's this law in computer science that you learn. इसका मैं नाम भूल गया हूँ. उसका basically ये होता है कि in computing, after every 2 years, the amount of processors on a chip double, while the chip ka size halves.
What?
Okay. So it's like exponential growth. सही है?
हाँ.
कि एक अगर आपके पास एक microchip है, for
हाँ.
example, 2 इंच की,
Hmm.
सही है? और उस 2 इंच पे there's 1,000 units.
Yeah.
So then there's 1,000 processors. After 2 years, the next model of that chip will be 1 inch long, but it'll have 2,000. Basically, computation is just constantly growing
It's
and
a law.
evolving, and it's a law.
Acha.
It happens. This is how computers get faster every
Okay.
year, every other year.
Eventually,
हाँ.
it becomes nanotechnology. Na?
Would
You-
make
Exactly.
sense, हाँ.
So the whole point is, कि यार, like, which is how microprocessors are.
हाँ.
पहले वो उस vacuum tube में होते थे. Now they're these tiny little
हाँ,
things.
हमारी sims भी छोटी हो गई
Thinner than
हैं.
a-
Yeah.
Like now you put them on a ballpoint pen and then you
Yeah.
use like a microscope to look
हाँ.
at it. So if you look at it according to this, so like abhi ChatGPT, for example, since the start of 2023 के around ही आया था, end of 2022, 2023 में,
Hmm.
अभी से जितनी growth हो चुकी है, by the end of the year it'll have grown way more
Hmm.
according to these laws
Yeah.
of computing. So
Shit.
Sounds scary.
we
Scary
have
है। मैं भी
to
यही सोच रही थी।
stop ourselves from
Yeah. Look in the camera when you say that.
हाँ, please.
stop.
We have to stop
नहीं,
ourselves.
Stop.
मैं- नहीं.
You also-
Support Rocco's Basilisk. Okay, we are on the same team.
Cut.
Thank you so much for coming to our
Thank you
podcast.
so much for having me.
We love to have you here.
Love
And
to
we
be
hope
here.
to see you again.
Inshallah. All right.
Thank you everyone for watching this episode.
Do like, share, and subscribe.
Keep watching. See you in our next episode.